Hello, algebra students. Okay, so this is, I think, hopefully a very good opportunity for a lot of us to improve our grades over the next few weeks. Essentially, at this point, I would have finished doing our curriculum, our regular, what we were learning, and we would have been into Regents Review around this time, maybe a little later, but around this time we'd have been into Regents Review. So, I am going to review. I'm going to start with a unit that I think we're familiar with, and I want to do it where all of us have the best chance of success. Some of us might find this very easy. Those might find it a little harder, but remember, this is something we learned early in the year. This is something we learned, I would say, in about October. So what I'm doing here is a review. You're going to see some of the same questions. Maybe you'll remember them. You're going to see, the homework, the exit tickets, they're going to look kind of similar. But to me, I'm starting at this particular unit. I chose this unit because I think it's one of the best skills to have in algebra. So I'm kind of, what classes or what units we'll review over the next few weeks, there's going to be quizzes. I'm going to treat it like you don't know it. Okay? There's going to be quizzes and everything like that. It's not going to change. It's just, you might have seen the material before. But this is what I think, in my judgment, is the most important material to learn in algebra. So, starting today, if you didn't have a lot of success in my class, this is a good place to start to have success. Because it's going to be basic, and we're going to build up from there. And this is kind of, hopefully, what you have some of an idea in your brain. Okay, so, today we're starting with one-step equations. It means I only do one thing to the equation. Okay? And now we just got to remember, we have to do the opposite operations. And we got whatever we do to the left-hand side, we do to the right-hand side. We have to isolate the variable, which means whatever the variable is, it's x, y, a, b, c, whatever the letter is, we want that to be by itself. So my final answer here should be b equals something. Okay, so what I have to do is first find the equal sign. And I do this. I find, well, which side is the b on? Well, it's on this side here. So I got to get everything that's with the b away from the b. Well, the only thing there right now is a 3. The opposite operation of subtraction is addition. Now, why did I choose that? Well, I chose that negative 3 plus 3 makes 0. And I could just bring the b down. And 0 plus b, or anything plus 0, is just b. And then over here, I have to do it on the other side. Plus 3. Negative 7 plus 3, use your calculator if you're unsure, but that just comes to 4. And then I bring the equal sign down. So 0 plus b equals 4, or 4 equals b. You don't have to keep that 0. It's not bad. Next one. Draw the line at the equal sign. On the left-hand side, I have my variable. It's not here, it's here, okay? Later on, they're going to be here and here, but for now, we just find out where it is. First thing I got to do is isolate it. Well, what's preventing this from just being m? Well, that thing is negative 8. Negative 8 is my problem. I got to get rid of it. Well, if it's minus 8, the opposite operation of minus is plus. Now we're going to see that negative 8 plus 8 is just equal to 0. M plus 0 equals, well, I have to do it to the other side here. Even though there's no m here, I still have to do it. Negative 14 plus 8 is 6. So m plus 0 equals 6, or m equals 6. Hopefully at this point you're like, okay, this is pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Now, a little bit trickier one. Got some fractions. I have 1/2 equals y minus 3/2. Now think about this for a second. Just follow the same rules. Okay? Now, we're going to make the line, and we're going to look at what side the y is on. Even if we hate fractions, look at this. the first step is not so bad because I'm going to say, well, I just have to use the same number. And instead of subtraction, what's the opposite of subtraction? Addition. Plus 3 over 2. This and this plus negative 3 over 2 plus 3 over 2, I don't even have to do this math in my head. Okay? You take a number and you subtract it from itself. Negative 8 plus 8. Negative 3 plus 3. They all come to 0. So this one comes to 0. I bring the y down. Now on this side, I have to do the same thing. I have to add 3 over 2. Now if you remember your your addition rules, 1 half plus 3 over 2. We have to make sure the bottom numbers are the same, and in this case they are. Then 1 plus 3 is just 4. 4 divided by 2, well, you put that in the calculator, it's just 2. So y equals 2. You could put these numbers in the calculator. If I took these two numbers and you had a graphing calculator or the Desmos calculator and you literally did this, 1 half, 1 divided by 2, plus, parentheses, 3 divided by 2, added them up, it would give you 2. Just so you can know that too. So it's possible. Not that it's always going to work out that perfectly. Sometimes they want to keep the fractions, but it can be done. Good work, guys. I'll be back in a minute.